All right, we have some news just coming in this morning. Stalin's Mantri's bizarre excuse for tragedy. The Mantri says can't have 15 lakh cops for the event. No lapses, deaths due to heat. Kept 4,000 hospital beds ready. 5 people have died from the event. And Stalin government seems to be passing the buck here. This is the event on the Marina Beach yesterday, where there was a heat stroke incident that led to the death of 5 people. Deaths due to dehydration, and several people fell ill and were hospitalized as well. Here, the minister is saying that can't have so many cops ready to, in fact, for the event. 15 lakh cops for the event. There were no lapses, and deaths due to the heat is what is now being said by the Mantri here. 5 spectators had died after the Air Force Chennai's air show there. 90 people were hospitalized due to severe dehydration. People had gathered enthusiastically at the Marina Beach before 11 in the morning to witness the air show on the occasion of the 92nd Indian Air Force Day celebration. Many were seen shading themselves from the blinding sun with umbrellas. At least 5 spectators who had come to watch the Indian Air Force's air show in Chennai had died after the show. One of them was, in fact, another man had suffered a stroke while he was riding his bike. Several people who continue to be hospitalized in this sort of a comment. Now Shilpa has come in, Shilpa, from the minister, who says that there weren't lapses and that they can't have 15 lakh cops for an event of this nature.
Well, that's right. In fact, as far as the Tamil Nadu government is concerned, they say that they've delivered beyond what was requested by the Indian Air Force officials during the several meetings that they've had in the run-up to the air show event. Several departmental meetings were held, and whatever was requested by the Indian Air Force officers, everything was delivered. For instance, the Tamil Nadu Health Minister says the Indian Air Force wanted us to keep ready around 100 beds in a government hospital, whereas we kept 4,000 beds ready in different government hospitals in Chennai. So that goes on to show that the Tamil Nadu government extended full support to this entire event. That is what the health minister says. And apart from that, the latest update that we got from him is the fact that the 5 persons who died after the Indian Air Force show, the reason for their death is due to heat-related issues. That is what the health minister says. All of them died due to heat-related issues. All of them were brought dead to the hospitals, and around 102 of them, 102 persons underwent treatment for dehydration and other heat-related issues. And only 7 of them are still remaining in hospitals, and their health condition is also stable. So the health minister is going on to say that the deaths have happened due to heat, the extreme heat, and not because of the mismanagement or the overcrowding or any kind of stampede. That is the justification coming in from the side of the state government. But from the beginning, from the word go, there has been mismanagement on all fronts. The very idea to hold this Indian Air Force show at around 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Marina Beach in Chennai, that itself was a bad idea, because that's peak, there's peak heat, peak humidity, there was very little sea breeze. So for people who are standing outdoors for so long without drinking water facilities or other shelter, it's very, very difficult. It is bound to take a toll on their health, and that's precisely what has happened. And also the fact that there were mismanagement in terms of the traffic management, in terms of regulating the public transport. The Southern Railway has also come
and
under
after BJP ally, VCK also has targeted the Stalin government on that. Cops are busy in VVIP arrangements as the opposition there, Shilpa. Because crowd management failed, they were so busy with the VVIPs that they couldn't manage the crowds, is what is now being said by VCK.
Several alliance party leaders of the DMK have also started criticizing the state government. We saw Adav Arjuna of the VCK hitting out at the state government for poor management of this entire event. Even Karthi Chidambaram from the Congress, he went on to say that though it was a spectacle in the skies, it was tragedy on the ground. And not just the alliance party leaders, but DMK's own MP Kanimuri has tweeted that unmanageable events should be avoided. That's a big message, big statement coming in from a DMK leader herself. themselves, saying that if you're not able to manage such big events, then let's avoid it in the future, because it's unfortunate that 5 people have died due to the heat and due to overcrowding. So clearly the DMK government is under a lot of attacks, especially from the opposition parties, because they say the entire issue, the chaos that transpired in Chennai was only and only because of the mismanagement, because of the negligence of the officials and the ministers concerned.
Okay, be with us, Shilpa. Coming back to you in a moment from now. Pramod Madhav sent us this report from Marina Beach explaining the Chennai air show mishap. What really happened there? Let's take a look.
The Indian Air Force conducted a mega air show in Chennai, and the motive was that 15 lakh people could come and watch it, thereby creating a Limca Book of Records. The show was amazing. The planes that flew over there in those skies were amazing. But what happened is that the issue turned tragical as 15 lakh people gathered in this particular spot, but there was no way they could actually leave the area. In fact, if you see straight over there, those cordons that you see, those were the places where the people were allowed to gather. So on one side, it was there. Similarly, next to the tent on the right side, people were allowed to gather. But what you see, those white tents, that is an entire area that was cordoned off for the VIPs alone. So only the VIPs were over there. Then what happened is that as the show ended, almost 15 lakh people tried walking through these narrow roads to the main road. And this is the Marina Road, which is also called as the Kamarajar Road. Unfortunately, they did not have anything to drink, nowhere to sit, and the scorching heat completely dehydrated them, exhausted. Many of them had exhaustion and to sit on the road, and for almost 3 hours, there was no traffic at this spot. So this led to a major crisis, and now we've been told that 5 people have died. Extremely unfortunate situation that occurred yesterday, and questions are being raised about what kind of management was done, because even though the state government says that 7,500 policemen were deployed, none were to be seen on the roads at that point. The traffic came to a standstill, and questions are being raised whether the protection is only for the VIPs. What about the common people? These are the questions that are being put forward by the opposition parties in Tamil Nadu. With Devraj, Pramod Madhav for India Today.